What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Stars and Garters. I'm Katie Pettit, and I kind of have a little bit of a different idea for an episode today, but, so if you've watched, top 10, top 5 video games, or my top 10 video game characters, you will notice that there is one game that has been coming up in those types of videos, but I haven't actually done an episode about the game. And that would be the game Fire Emblem 3 Houses, which I can't remember what placement it was. I think it was number 2 on my top 5 video games of all time list, but I really, really love this game. But I wanted to do an episode about it. I didn't really know what kind of episode I should do about it. But then I thought, since I have this fancy new technology that lets me do more, reaction type videos, I guess. I had this idea of, no, I didn't have the idea, actually. Let me just go ahead and clarify. I completely stole this from someone else, but I want to do it, and I don't think anybody really cares that much, so I'm going to do it. But one of the things that Fire Emblem always does is they have, so it's a turn-based RPG game, so that means that, you have, your allies and then your enemies, you go, and then the enemies go, and so, if your guys die, all the Fire Emblem games, they always have some sort of death quote for each one of your allies, and now that we have voice acting and such, they get very creative with the death quotes, and some of them are, I shouldn't say fun, but I'm gonna say fun. Entertaining, I guess. Because, sometimes, it's still supposed to be entertaining, even if it's sad, I guess. But the video that I'm gonna be doing today is we're gonna watch, you are gonna watch. So we are going to watch, all of the Fire Emblem 3 Houses death quotes. It's not that many, because there are a lot of characters. It's just, the playable allies, basically. And I have a little tier thingy mabobber that I discovered, and I am going to be ranking them sort of, on a scale of, so here are the qualifications, I guess. So on the that's what you're going with tier, that's the ones that are kind of bad. It could be, it's just a dumb line, or it doesn't really sound good, or whatever. Meh is, it makes me feel nothing. It's whatever, they're dead. Oh well. Oof is, okay, that's kind of sad. Good line, whatever. And then the big oof is the best ones. Best line, best acting, whatever it is. But, so the things that we're going to be taking into account here are the line, of course, because, the... Alright, how do I say this? So the Japanese-made games, sometimes the maybe it's translation, I don't know, but they can get a little wonky, a little weird. Also the voice acting, because the voice acting in this game is great, usually, but it's also really gonna help if they play it up a little bit. And honestly, I'm probably gonna have some bias here, because some of these characters I just really don't like, or really do like, and that's probably going to affect whether or not it is sad. So, without further ado, let's watch some teenagers die, shall we? Alright, so first up, we have the Black Eagle's house. So there's 3 houses of students in this thing you're teaching, basically. So we have the Black Eagle's house. This is Edelgard. She's the leader of the Black Eagle's house. So...
Yeah.
Sorry. Also, we're gonna be taking into account their death scream. So that's just, they get hit and then they scream. So sometimes it's weird and sometimes it's really good. Anyway, this is Edelgard. That was wonky.
My teacher, leave me behind. You must lead the others onward.
Okay. Not a huge fan of Edelgard, to be completely honest. The scream was wonky, but the acting was really good. The acting was kind of the best thing about that. The line, you know, like, it's okay as far as death quotes go. It's not bad, and the acting is really saving it. But let's hear it one more time, shall we?
My teacher, leave me behind. You must lead the others onward.
Okay, it's alright. It's not great, but it is sad. So it's not gonna be a meh, but it's not that sad. But I guess it is still sad enough. So 80 goes on the oof category. Alright, moving on. This is still the Black Eagle students. I think Hubert is most likely gonna be up next. No, it's Dorothea.
I'd hoped to relive those glory days, but it wasn't meant to be.
Okay. That was definitely weird. Good scream, though. I liked the scream. Good acting, but, like, she's 20, so what glory days is she talking about? So, to be fair, I haven't played the Black Eagle's house. I played the other two, haven't played the Black Eagle route. But, like, that's kind of weird. She's 20. She shouldn't have glory days. So, you know what? It's not doing much for me. Sorry, Dora. She's gonna go in the meh category. Moving on. Ferdinand. Good scream.
This is as far as I go. Why must it end here?
That was so basic. I didn't like that line. Okay, so this guy's voice actor is actually really good, and I like him. Ferdinand is a very annoying character, but like in a fun way. So it's like you almost root for him, but he's also annoying. So he's kind of like charmingly annoying. But that line is so basic. Great scream, great delivery. Just like the line, that's not a good line. That's very basic. Okay, we're gonna watch it again and we're gonna see if the voice acting saves it, but it might not.
This is as far as I go. Why must it end here?
Okay, though actually the voice acting's pretty good. You know what? I'll give him an oof. He gets an oof because it still sounds sad even though it's a really basic line. Alright. Moving right along. Oh, Bernie.
Was there any more I could have done?
Okay. That doesn't even make sense for Bernie because she's like... So I know a little bit about the characters because all the characters and all the routes, they just like don't get as much focus in the other ones. But Bernie's whole thing is that she's like really scared and doesn't really come out of her room at all. So that doesn't really make sense for her to want to do more, question mark. Because she doesn't really like doing anything. I don't know, maybe she grows or something. The acting was pretty okay. The scream wasn't as painful as I thought it should be, which makes me sound like a terrible person. But it's supposed to sound like you're dying, okay? That one's not doing it for me. Sorry, Bernie. She's I don't even know. She's not really that great of a character. So we're gonna put her in meh. Yeah. Moving on. Okay. Yeah,
Was there any more I could have done?
Okay, the acting's pretty good, but still. That's true.
My dreams and pride lost. Must I die on foreign soil?
Okay, I like that one. That makes way more sense. That's a way better line. It's like character specific. Okay. Yeah, okay, so the thing with Petra is she's not from this country and she's like you know, she's from another country. She's not like trying to get back there or anything, but that makes a lot of sense. She doesn't want to die away from home. That's a good line there. That one's a lot less generic than the other ones have been. Let me see. I don't know if it's that sad. Let me see if the voice acting, I gotta listen and see if the scream was good. I liked the scream there. And I do like Petra a lot, so this might be a big oof. Let's see.
My dreams and pride lost. Must I die on foreign soil?
That was good. That was good acting. Good job, person who does that, because I don't know any of their names. We're gonna give her a big oof. That was a good one. I liked how it was like character specific. That made it sad. I hope the rest of them are more like that and not so basic. All right. Moving on. Still in the black. Disclaimer with Caspar. I like this kid. He's a little he's small, but he's like real hyper and energetic. He's like a little he's just, you know, he's a hyper little boy, and he's very athletic, and he likes to fight and sport, and he's fun. So, let's see. He cares a lot about muscles and such. So let's see this.
Don't blame yourself. It's my fault for being weak.
Oh, dang. Okay. That was good. I like that one a lot. I want to hear it again. That. Hey, Katie, what did you do with your week? Oh, nothing. I just listened to teenagers die on repeat. That's a good death scream.
Don't blame yourself. It's my fault for being weak.
I like that a lot. That's a good death line for him. Makes sense, because all he wants is to be super strong, and it makes sense that he would think he'd be weak. That's a big oof. That's a big oof for me, Caspar. He looks so terrible in this portrait right here. This is his little boy portrait. He's obviously not a little boy here, but that's awful. But regardless, I really like him, and that was really good. The acting was great. The guy who plays Caspar also voices another student who I actually hate. So it's interesting, but he is a great voice actor. So yeah, big oof for Caspar. Next, is it Linhart? Okay, another disclaimer. I love Linhart. His personality is sarcasm and naps. And he's basically, yeah, that's pretty much it. He's really smart, but he doesn't like doing things. So yeah, let's hear Linhart. The scream was not great.
Just my luck to be born in such a dismal time.
That was a little more generic. I don't know how I feel about that. The scream wasn't great either. But I do really like Linhart, so it is still sad. And he just, I mean, it kind of makes sense, because he really doesn't like fighting. So, you know what? It makes enough sense. It's not one of the sadder ones, but it's still sad. So I'll give it an oof. I wish he got a better one, but he did well enough with what he had. Moving on. Teresa. Hold up. Okay, so this is not a student. Again, I haven't played Black Eel, so I don't know. But, this guy, he's just kind of creepy. That's all I know about him, so. That's great.
If only I could return to those days once more.
I think he just said the same exact thing as Dorothea. Good VA. I mean, I don't really care about him that much, though. You know, like, what days? Again, I don't know. Yuritsa's not doing it for me. I don't know enough about him. I don't really care. So, where is he? He's somewhere in here. Okay, so, where is he? Oh no, they have all their these portraits down there. Whoopsie. You know what? I'll just put this because spoilers. This is him. I don't think most of you care, but yeah, meh. Not really feeling it. You're right to next. Are we moving on? Okay, we're moving into the Blue Lions. Different house. Yeah. So they're just a different house. That was a good scream.
A fitting end for a monster like me.
Okay, that was good. I like that a lot. Okay, so the thing with Dimitri is after the time skip, he is like, for the first half of it, he's really angry and depressed about everything, and then he gets better. So this is his quote if you kill him while he's angry and depressed. So, yeah. That was pretty good.
A fitting end for a monster like me.
That was good. That was really good. Because you don't want him to die while he's still depressed, and yep, that was a good one. That's gonna get a big oof from me. We have 3 in each category. That's boring, but yeah, that was good. Very good delivery. I really like the VA there. So the next one's probably gonna be Dimitri after.
So this is my punishment. Professor, everyone, forgive me.
That was still good. Still good. I don't know which. I think the first one is like sadder because he's still depressed and he never got better if he dies like that. But that one's pretty good. Let's see. I'll use his time skip portrait because why not? If it will let me. Go up there. Okay, probably have to climb him to the top. Also big oof, but sad Dimitri is sadder, but happy Dimitri dying, still very good death quote.
Professor, everyone, forgive me.
It's interesting because he still thinks he deserves. Oh,
Your Highness, somehow, you must.
Okay, so that's the first unfinished line we have. That's interesting. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't know how I feel about the unfinished line. I mean, it's more likely that they would not get to say everything. But so with Dedu, basically, he's like everything about him centers around Dimitri because he's like Dimitri's, I don't know, what is it, vassal? I don't know what it is. But he just wants to protect Dimitri, so that made a lot of sense. Very good VA, except the scream. Scream wasn't great, but I don't think it's a big oof. I think it's an oof, but it wasn't that sad. I also don't really care too much about Dedu, so oh well. Okay. I feel like we're gonna have to just like everyone mentally prepare yourself for this because this is the bestest boy. This is Ash, and he is a very, very good boy. he's very pure boy. And he's great, and I never let him die because I would literally let Dimitri, who is the king, die before Ash. And his VA is always really great. So yeah, this is probably gonna hit. Ash might be like, he's probably pretty up there in my favorite characters from this game list, so.
I don't want to die. I have to make it home.
Oh, dang! That was good. Good VA there. Oh, wow, that was a really good one. I mean, I knew it would be really sad because I just love Ash, but that was really good. I want to see it again. That was very, very good. Good scream, too. Good scream.
How?
Very, very pure boy scream there.
I don't want to die. I have to make it home.
Dang. That's very oof, Ash. That was good. That's a good one. That might be my favorite. That's definitely my favorite one so far. Great death quote there. This is why we can't let him die, because I don't want to be dealing with this actually happening in my playthrough. That's so sad. Look at him. Oh. That scream sucked.
Why can't I stand? Need to keep fighting.
That was okay. So this is Annette. She's kind of boring. She's just like real eager. I can do things, girl. And she tries hard at everything, but she's kind of just okay at everything. So I don't know, the line is actually kind of too like intense for her character. She's like not that serious. So it's kind of, it doesn't really make sense. I did not like the scream at all. That didn't sound very painful. So, you know what? I'm not feeling it for Annie. I didn't really like her in the first place, but you know what? Meh. Sorry, Annie. I'm pretty sure next up is gonna be Mercedes, and I don't like her at all. She's so boring. Yep. I hate Mercedes. She's too nice, and she's, like, happy about everything, so she's boring, essentially. So yeah. Lame scream.
I go now to meet the goddess.
Boo! Stupid line. Delusional woman. Yeah. Stupid line. Bad. First negative one, but I just don't like her. And that's, you know, it's not a good last line, because you ain't gonna meet that exactly. It's gonna be something a little different. I don't want to hear it again. It was lame. Sorry, Mercy. You suck. Oh! Okay, Sylvain is another favorite. He's very, like, basic. He acts like a, I don't know, like a older teenage boy. He has a lot of riz, too, so. That's pretty good screen.
I'm not afraid.
Mm.
I figured he would end like this.
Nice. I like that a lot. I like the death laugh. I don't think there's many of those, but he's like, ha, lol, peace. That's kind of sad, though. That is sad. It's a sad line. Very good, VA. The scream wasn't one of the better ones. I mean, it's not one of the best ones, but it was definitely better than Mercy or Annie, so that was good. I liked it. I want to hear it again.
I'm not afraid. I figured he would end like this.
Sounded very die-y. So that's a big oof. Poor Sylvain. Very sad. The Blue Lions are gonna have a lot of big oofs, I feel like. I really like most of them. They're all pretty great. Oh.
Where's my weapon?
Oh.
Can't see anything.
It's going to be muted out. He said a wordy dirt, so that's not great. But I really like Felix. He's not a good person at all. He's very angry and mean to everyone because he has issues. But I like him. I really like him a lot. That was great. All of that. Everything about that. That was a great line for him because he just, like, he doesn't really like anything except sword, so that makes sense that he would be like, "Aw, I died, so I don't get to keep fighting," and that's what he would be thinking. So yeah, that was great. That was awesome. I want to hear it again. I want to hear him die again.
Where's my weapon? Can't see anything.
Very die voice acting there. Great job to the person who did that. That was great. I don't know if it's better than Pure Boy, but we'll see. I'll have to ponder it probably at the end. Let's move on. Ingrid's okay.
Glenn, I'll see you soon. That isn't sad. No, really.
Okay, that was fine. It was sad. It was sadder than a lot of them. The voice acting is really the biggest good thing. She's doing a really good job. She sounds very die, but, it's not giving big oof vibes. It might be because I just don't care about Ingrid too much. I mean, she's better, I guess, than a lot of the other characters, but, so, for context, Glenn is her fiance that had died, so, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Not sure why she's saying death isn't sad when she's dying, or maybe it's, well, you know, I guess it makes sense. Just, it's not too sad. It's sad. We'll give it an oof, but it's not the saddest. Alright, I think that's the end of the Blue Lions. Moving on to the Golden Deer, my personal favorite house. They are a complete disaster. Just chaos everywhere. And they, like, the characters themselves, I don't even like too much. Only 2 of my favorite characters come from this house. Most of them come from Blue Lions, actually. It's just how chaotic as a group they are that makes them so awesome. So, yeah. But, the first one up is the leader of the house, Claude, and he might be my favorite character. He's pretty great. He's really smart and, like, charismatic, and sneaky, so, but he's also, like, he wants to end racism, so he's also great guy there. So let's hear it.
The dreams of men don't amount to much. Sorry, but it's up to you now.
That was a little growly. I don't know if I liked all the growling. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I don't know too much about dying. I haven't really done it. So I want to hear the scream again. I haven't made my mind up about how I feel about the scream. Let me hear it real quick. I think I like it.
The dreams of men don't amount to much. Sorry, but it's up to you now.
Okay, the growling, now that I hear it again, it makes sense. He's dying. It sounds like very painful growling. So I will put him at a big oof, mostly because I really do love Claude. But yeah, that was good. Very good. The voice acting was great. I was just wondering about the growling, but I like the death growling. The painful death growling. Sounds great. Alright, moving along to probably Hilda, who I absolutely despise. Let's see. Alright, context for Hilda. I hate her. She is the worst. She's very lazy, and she's very, like, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I don't like her at all. So. That scream sounds nothing like her voice as well. That was way too, like, that was really deep. She has a very high-pitched and peppy voice. That scream sounded odd.
I'm dying for someone else? I can't believe this.
Okay, I mean, like, I'm not gonna say just because I hate the character that the voice actor sucks too, but that was actually pretty good, VA, but the line, it's kind of confusing, you know? I don't think she likes doing anything, not just things for other people, but, honestly, I just hate Hilda too much to really care, so we're gonna let prejudice decide this one, and I'm gonna give it a meh. Nah, I mean, I guess it's not a bad line. It made sense. Well, it kind of made sense for her, I think. I don't like her. But I'm not really feeling anything. I don't think it's a bad line, but we're gonna... meh. Whatever. Marianne is kind of lame. She's kind of, boring. She's just really, like, shy, and she doesn't say much, and she's squeaky and scared of everything. So. The scream was very
I have no
on
regrets.
point for her.
I'll be with the goddess soon.
Yeah, the voice acting in the Scream is not enough to make up for her delusion. Sorry, you're going down here with the other stupid lady, stupid woman, stupid high-pitched, kind woman. Alright, where are the other people? They're all the way down here. Don't worry about it. I will deal with that when I get to it. But yeah, sorry, Mary, you are stupid. That was funny. Did you guys hear that at the end? He didn't. There was a second part to that death scream. Also, by the way, the Lorenz, the guy who voices Lorenz, I hate Lorenz. He's like really pompous and the. But the guy who voices Lorenz also voiced Caspar. And he's really good. Like, despite how much I hate the character, he's a very good voice actor. But there were two parts to that scream, and the second one was kind of funny. He
To
said,
think
"Oh."
I'd meet my end in a place like this.
Very good voice acting still. The guy is still delivering. But I just don't like Lawrence. His line fits with him kind of being like a brat. He's like, "Oh, I wanted to die on a throne, not out here doing good things." So I'm sorry, Lorenz, you can't make me sad for you. It was a good line. It's not bad, but mid at best.
If only I'd live just a little longer.
Okay, so Lysithia, I, for some reason, throughout the whole playthrough of the Golden Deer, I just called her Lissy. So, Lissy is the youngest student in the academy. She's okay. I kind of like her. She's kind of bratty, but she's like slowly dying as well. Her lifespan is like really short. So the line makes sense. The only thing is that she didn't sound very die-y to me. The scream is okay, but she didn't really sound like she was dying too much. She just sounded like she was like hurt, not like dying. There was no death groan. We need some more death groans, or growls. That's what it was.
If only I'd live just a little longer.
Yeah, that's not like I kind of like Lissy, but we're not gonna. It's not really doing much for me. Sorry, Lissy. Okay. Next up, we have our resident soy boy, Ignatz. Yeah, his whole deal is his dad wants him to be a knight, but he wants to be a painter. I don't like him that much. So. That was kind of sad. It's a sad.
Wish I could have seen more of the world.
Of course you do. Whatever. I don't like Ignatz. That was too soy boy for me. I'm sorry. I don't feel things for you, Ignatz. Iggy. Yeah. Sorry. Meh. It was, no beef against the voice actor, just that was exactly, it fit him well, and I don't like him, so sorry, I'm not feeling. Hey, that's great, man.
Maya, I'm sorry. I did what I could.
That was good. I don't even particularly like Raphael, but that was a good one. Maya's his little sister that he's basically like trying to provide for and everything. So that's pretty sad if you let him die and he could never get back to his sister. That was a really good scream too. I don't know if it's big oof material though.
Maya, I'm sorry. I did what I could.
That's pretty good. I don't even like Rafi, but that was a good line. That was a really good line. I think that's a big oof. That was really sad. I'm gonna give it to Rafi. Good job. Good job dying. Alright, who we got? Leonie. Okay, Leonie. I love Leonie. She's so, what do I say? She's like she's a little spitfire, you know? She's real stubborn, real, uh, she's, yeah, she's a little spitfire, and I think she's great. Um, but she also has this thing of where every other sentence starts with the word Gerald, who is a character who she like absolutely idolizes and just doesn't ever stop talking about, which is why a lot of people kind of hate her. But I really like her because she does have a really cool personality beyond that. But I have a feeling that her death quote is going to go back to Gerald.
I'm sorry, Captain. I
Yep.
couldn't keep my promise.
That would be Captain Gerald. Let me try to like it.
I'm sorry, Captain. I couldn't keep my promise.
I mean, the VA is good, but it's like, oh, the last thing you thought about before you died was Gerald. He's not her dad, by the way. He doesn't have any relation to her. He, like, met her when she was a kid and trained her and then left. So, I don't know. I really, really like Leonie, but as far as the death quotes go, it's just, she deserves better. She deserves a better quote. That's kind of, oof, sorry. I wish she had a better one. Oh, Violet, right. That's great.
So this is how it ends.
Wow. How unique and just... That was the most basic death quote ever. That was like, come on. I mean, okay, for the record, Violet doesn't really have any personality. Yeah, they don't really speak at all. So, I mean, it fits for them not really having any distinct personality to add to their death quote. So, I mean, the death scream was good, but I'm not really sad about it because they're just bland. So yeah, sorry. Male Byleth is mid, and female Byleth has the same quote, but maybe the voice acting will be so great that for some reason they did male Byleth again. Maybe the voice acting will be so great for female Byleth that it'll bump her up a spot. I doubt it, though.
So this is how it ends.
Better acting. I liked that was better, but she just does not have. Like, she's still the same person, and they don't have enough personality for me to care. Sorry, meh. Not feeling anything for you. Okay, so next, this is the church section. So, like, as you have all these students, there's also their teachers, and their school kind of thing is in a church. So these are all like the faculty of the church who also help you fight. Seteth is old and crotchety, and he's kind of fun. You know, I don't hate him. Don't really feel strongly for him. His voice actor is really good.
I have lived many years. Yet, there was still more I wished to do.
Very good voice acting. I like that a lot. The line, I mean, he's old, so I guess it made sense. It wasn't the best one, but that was really good acting, though. I really like that. I'm gonna give you an oof. Not big oof, because I don't really care about Seteth that much. But yeah, that was pretty sad. Not gonna lie. Good job. Mark something, I think.
Yet,
his name.
there was still more I wished to do.
Very good voice acting. Good job.
Mother, I will see you soon.
Okay, so this is Seteth's daughter. That's spoilers, but I mean, I don't think most of you care again. So, Yeah, her mom's dead. So, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. The voice acting was not bad. Just, it's not really getting me. That's not a particularly great line. That scream doesn't sound die-y enough.
Mother, I will see you soon.
Yeah, that's not doing it for me. Sorry, Fish. We call her Fish because she really, really likes fish. That's one of her defining character traits. Besides being annoying.
My dream. I can only hope someone else makes it a reality.
So Hanneman is a creepy old man who likes to study people. I don't like him. He's weird. He's a weirdo. And so that would have been said if your dream wasn't like studying people, in a weird way. So, that's not doing anything. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but that's not really doing anything for me. I'm surprised how many are going in the mech column. I feel like maybe there should have been another level, but I mean, I don't know what it would have been. The game is really good, you guys, but maybe not every death quote can be spectacular, okay? And it's also just me personally.
Someone else makes it
good
a
VA
reality.
as well, but just he's a creeper. It's all like him. Oh no. I don't like her as well. She's weird.
I had hoped to settle down, but it's too late for all that now.
I almost want to put this in the last column, because I don't believe you. Yeah, everything that she does is like, you do not think she'd ever want to settle down. She likes to drink and party, and, yeah, I don't believe you. Honestly, it wasn't great. You would hope to settle down? Really? I don't believe you. And I really don't like her, so I want to put her in the bad column. Manuela. Nope, that's some random lady. Go away. You are in the bottom. Alright. Moving along to the next one. Which is Catherine? Question mark?
But it's too late for all that
the first time.
now.
Catherine? No, Anna.
I guess they say that business has its ups and downs.
What the heck? That was goofy. That was straight up goofy. I mean, literally, it's like, you don't have much to work with, because her character is just like a salesman and sells you things. I don't even know how you get her to be playable yet. But that was so... Really? That little squeak, too, that felt unnecessary in the middle there.
I guess they say that business has its ups and downs.
Nope. That was goofy. You go in the bottom row, Anna. Goofy. Alright, next. Catherine. It's Eloise.
Don't worry, Captain. I've got no regrets.
That's not doing anything for me. Alois is kind of like, I just kind of want him to stop talking every time he does talk. He's really annoying. He's a really annoying guy. And he also really likes Captain Gerald, so that's what he was talking about. But I'm sorry, I'm not feeling anything, from that. Not a bad line, just not particularly hitting. There's Cat. Ooh, good scream.
If I die here, you must save.
Okay, another unfinished one. She was probably gonna say Lady Rhea. So she has a really cool personality. She's like real, Like, she's, like, a really good soldier, really old, like, been a soldier for a really long time. Really good at being a knight, real tough and all that. So she has a pretty cool personality. She just really likes Lady Rhea, and I hate Lady Rhea. She's sketch. But she was probably trying to say Lady Rhea, which makes sense, because, like, a lot of her personalities, she's like, I love Lady Rhea, and I'm gonna protect her. Really good screaming acting, though. And it makes sense for her. I just don't know if I'm really feeling it, because I just don't care about Lady Rhea. I'll see if the acting is gonna make
If I die here, you must save.
You know what? That's kind of oof. We'll let it be oof. Catherine, I mean, I like her, too, so we'll give you a oof. Oh, I really like Shamir. She's on the same, like, she's kind of like Catherine. She's, like, real tough and stubborn and good night and everything, but she's more like, you know, emotionless and, like, kind of talks monotone and stuff like that. So, Shamir. Oh, that sounded very dire.
Finally found so many reasons to live.
Dang. That was some great VA there. Wow. I didn't expect her to go so deep. She doesn't ever, like, feel feelings.
Finally found so many reasons to live.
That was a little intense. that kind of caught me off guard. Wow. I really like Shamir, so that's really sad. I don't ever get to play as her because she's not in the Blue Lions or the Golden Deer route. So, wow. That was really sad. That was a big oof, Shamir. That was really good voice acting. I think she has the same voice actor as Dorothea, who ironically made me feel nothing. So, like, why didn't you bring that to Dorothea? Like, dang. If you knew you could do... Okay, that was really good. No, not Serial.
Not like this. I haven't repaid my debt to Lady Rhea.
We know. That's all you ever talk about. Serial, or Cyril, if you want to call him his actual name, is an annoying little boy. I don't like him at all, and all he talks about is Lady Rhea. He's worse than Catherine because he wants to repay Lady Rhea, but he's like, Lady Rhea's great. I want to be just like Lady Rhea when I grow. He's not quite that. He's not that fruity, but let's. Nah, I don't want to hear it again. It's not doing anything for me. It's not a bad line. It makes sense for him, but meh. Not really feeling feelings. That's a very ugly picture of him. When he, like, this is when he's like a tiny little boy, but then he grows up. But he was grown up in that video. But we're just gonna use tiny, ugly little boy picture now that he's much better. But moving on to the wolves. Yes, so this is the DLC house, which means I haven't gotten to play as them at all. I really want to though, because they have two. There's 4 characters. 2 of them are cool, so I would like to play as them. So we have Yuri. He's a sneaky little dude. He's real, I don't know, he's witty, and he's like, crafty, and I guess he's a very Slytherin type dude, so. Oh, that was a good scream. Brave brother.
The goddess is a wicked little creature, as it turns out.
Aww. That was really sad for some reason. The death laugh, that was a good death laugh. That was better than Sylvain's death laugh. He sustained the scream really well.
The goddess is a wicked little creature, as it turns out.
The line, I'm conflicted. Because as far as I know from the game, he's not a believer at all. So he's probably making a joke, which makes sense because he kind of laughs. I mean, he's dying, but it's a death laugh. It's a very good death laugh. That was pretty good. The voice acting was really good there. That's a big oof. Big oof for Yuri. Where is Yuri's picture? He's all the way down here. What's he doing down there? Big oof, we're saying for Yuri. Yeah, I heard it. I don't need to hear it again.
The goddess
It's
is
really
a
good.
wicked little creature, as it turns out.
It's a very feminine portrait of them, though. That's funny. So Balthus, he's like Chad, basically. Calls himself the king of grappling, just eat Chad. Chad death scream.
After all this time, it turns out I'm the king of dying.
What? What? Why did they think that was a good idea? I mean, I understand where it came from, but like they should have just, as soon as that little idea came out, they should have been like, actually no, that sounds so stupid. that was goofy. Not good. Nope. I didn't like Balthus that much in the first place. But yeah, that was bad. That was a terrible line. The king of dying. I mean, what did they think our reaction was gonna be? I'm so confused. Why would they think that's a good idea? Okay, moving on. So here we have Happy. I really like Happy. She's one of the cool ones. Yuri and Happy are cool. Balthus is the next one after Happy, or whatever. So Happy is very sarcastic, very kind of over everything, but she's also really witty and funny. So I like her a lot. And when she sighs, she summons monsters because she's cursed. So there you go. Backstory on her. I don't know if it'll affect her.
This has been a long time coming, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Aww. Poor baby. That was kind of sad. Really good death scream. I don't know why it's been a long time coming, so that's not helping, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a big oof. I don't know.
This has been a long time coming, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I think the voice acting did it for me, actually. That was really good. It sounded very sad, and I mean, it sounded more sad than like die, but it's still really sad. I'm gonna give Happy the big oof. Go up. The big oof for Happy. Happy and Yuri. So. Alright, next is probably Constance. So she's the last one. I think she's gonna have two. Because, like, basically her personality is she's just, like, stuck-up noble type. But she also, I think she's, like, bipolar or something. Again, I haven't played the road, so I'm not sure. But, like, every time I've seen her, she's either, like, really happy and, like, haha, I'm the noble, whatever. Or she's, like, super depressed and, like, just sad in general. So I think she might be bipolar. So we'll they're probably gonna see. Oh my gosh.
It cannot end here. I'm still so far from accomplishing my grand achievement.
Okay, so that's normal Constance, I think. It was good. Like, it was not bad. I just don't like her again. And it wasn't great. The scream was really good. But I mean, you know what? I'll give it a oof. It wasn't it was good enough to, even though I don't really like her. That's not her. Yes, it is. Even though I don't really like her, I'll give it a oof. You know? It's okay.
I'm still so far from accomplishing my grand achievement.
Golly. Okay, so this is depressed Constance, you can see, because she has a giant shadow on her eyes. I don't know where it's coming from, but I guess that means she's depressed. I can't tell if she, like, that was a different scream or not, but they were both really good screams. This lady is good at screaming, so.
Will anyone remember all that I worked for? All that I tried for? Perhaps I shall go unmourned.
There were a lot of voice cracks. I don't know. I think that might be killing the vibe a little bit for me. I don't know. This is kind of giving the same level as her other one. It's still sad. The voice acting is really good, and I don't like her, so it's pretty good. So yeah, it's not giving sadder than her other one. And there's no portrait for her, so I'm just gonna use grown-up Ingrid, because she's also blonde, and that's enough for me. So she'll go in oof, next to her happy self. So that's all of them. We got all the way through, and that was kind of long, but hey, I like death quotes. I mean, they're good death quotes, okay? So, yeah. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, so my favorite one, not ironically, but expectedly, a lot of, actually, all of the big oofs, except for Raphael, are, like, top tier just characters for me. Yeah, I mean, so there was some bias, but also it's, like, sadder if you like them, so it makes sense for there to be bias. Except Raphael, like, it all worked, like, he had to do the work all by himself, because I don't even like him. But also, some of my more liked one of my more liked characters is in the meh column, because even though they're great, they don't always have a great everything, like, it's not all great. But, so, it's either Ash or Felix for favorite, and I will let you guys decide. So you tell me if you thought Ash or Felix was sadder. I know you don't care that much, but you've seen it, so just based on initial thoughts, what did you think about it? Or whose did you think was sadder? I mean, those are my top two. You can't choose anymore. So that concludes us listening to Teenagers Die. I hope you have enjoyed it, and this is a completely normal thing to enjoy, by the way. Nothing to worry about here. So yeah, comment, subscribe, follow, share, do all the things. Thank you for listening. It's another long one, so especially thank you. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye-bye.